Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming around. Uh, Sorry for the time management and time delay. We're trying to fix some things. People in Enugu will be watching us. Many of them will be joining us online today because of, I think, the southeast, but I'm sure of Enugu, they are on lockdown today because of the Nnamdi Kalo court appearance and all that. So they'll be joining us online. Even Mr. Dixon will be joining us online too. So I want to welcome everybody who are watching this stream right now. Thank you so much for joining us today. I want to welcome our office in Asaba and Enugu and every other places you can be watching us from. You are highly welcome. Please also make sure we're always online and in touch with you and always active. Make sure you drop um, your questions or any contribution you have on the comment section over there. So I want to welcome everybody here, even people on the road watching us right now that will see this video. Thank you for joining us today. We welcome you. Today is another great day, and what we do here every day, every Friday, is to empower our realtors with great ideas, great business ideas in real estate, great opportunities, both practical, motivational, and theoretical. So why we are doing this is not just because we want to do it, but because we want to make sure anybody partnering with us is getting value. One thing I was saying last week as I was teaching was that what we are teaching here is beyond real estate. It's beyond just you applying it as a realtor. It also helps you in your own personal business. Any other business you are involved in, what we are doing will help you go a long way to do that. Okay, so that's why we are doing it, and we are consistent over the years, every Friday, making sure we are adding value to your life, adding value to your business and everything you lay your hands on. All right. So before we proceed, it's going to be a short training today. We have our speaker ready for that. That's Mr. Bright Phillips. Before proceed, let us say a word of prayer, a short word of prayer. Father, we thank you for a wonderful day you have given us. We thank you for your mercy. We thank you for your grace. We thank you for your love that remains everlasting in our lives, even your mercy that endured forever in our life. Father, we give you all the glory. Blessed be your mighty name in the name of Jesus. Father, we have come, Lord, and we pray that as we continue this morning, you open up our ideas, open up our minds and our brain. Give us your spirit, Lord. Give us divine ideas for business. Open our eyes to see opportunities in this industry. And Lord, guide us to be a success. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. All right, so today we're talking about qualified opportunity zones for marketing. I hope we enjoyed the last week and last 2 weeks teaching on selling techniques. We taught it. I hope we've started applying it. Many people are actually enjoying the video online. Many people are actually reposting the video because some of the teachings there are key practical things that when you do them, it helps you in your business. So today we're talking about qualified opportunity zones for marketing. When I saw this topic, I actually loved it, and I trust Mr. Bryce to make justice to it because there are some zones you market to, it becomes fruitless, it becomes useless. Why there are some zones you market to, it becomes useful. So I'm anticipating to know the zones we need to place our marketing on, if it's online or physical or whatever. Well, as the planning continues today, we'll get to understand that. All right. So without wasting so much time, we have to do this to acknowledge and to appreciate our speaker for today because until I started talking, I didn't know that talking was not easy until I started talking. So talking business is not actually an easy one. It's something a little bit stressful, mind consuming, and all that. So let's welcome with a clapping ovation our speaker for today, Mr. Bright Phillips, as he comes to take over this teaching. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, great realtors of Vatican Garden Estate. Good morning. Once again, you're welcome to CPLAT Realtors Academy. And, this is where we empower our realtors so that they can take charge of their real estate business. So, for those who have been following up with our masterclass session, last week we talked about selling techniques part 2. We also spoke about the part 1. The part 1 was what held like last 3 weeks. So that's why now we are bringing up this topic because it's like a follow-up. It's a follow-up of the selling techniques. Now, after looking at the selling techniques, we are now going to be identifying qualified opportunity zones for marketing. Now, while we are seated here, I want us to just think about what we want to talk about today, because we're going to be giving you tips that you might already know about, but we are confirming some certain things and adding to what you need to know. Now, let's move further. Qualified opportunity zones for marketing. Now, table of contents, we're going to be looking at the scope of the topic. What's the reason for this topic? The introduction, definition of market opportunity, market research and opportunity analysis, identifying and utilizing market opportunity, creating avenues for market opportunity, then in conclusion, questions and answers. Now, before we move forward, I want to establish this, that first of all, we need to know that nothing just happens by accident. There is always principles and equations that are laid down, and if you look at the business world, everybody is applying principles. Even the principle of the greatest men today, people are still using them as we speak, and it is working for them. So all these things we're going to be seeing today, just know that there are things that are for our own benefit. It's for us to pick something today that we can practicalize. Now let's move forward. What's the reason for this topic? Why do we need to know about the opportunity zones for our marketing? It says this topic aims at outlining the methods by which we can identify opportunities in the right location and at the right time. Opportunity is all about timing. That's one thing we must know. It's all about timing. But we need to know how we can get ourselves prepared enough for that timing. An opportunity can come your way, but if you're not prepared enough, you'll miss it. And that is why we are going to be identifying the things you need to get yourself prepared to put yourself in place for those opportunities. Now it says, this lecture will show you in details how you can analyze market opportunities for your business. It will explain what a market opportunity is and provide steps to help you find and seize the right market opportunity for you. Now, at the end of this lecture, every listener should be able to grasp the necessary ideas needed to utilize opportunities in the real estate industry. Although this topic is general for every business person. But since we're talking about real estate here, we're going to be looking at how we can apply it to our real estate business. Let's move forward. Now, the introduction. In today's business environment, sustaining growth and profitability is never a guarantee. Is that true or not? It's never a guarantee. Companies are starting and then they stay for some time and then they fall out. Why? Because many of them do not know the principles to apply. They don't know what to do next. They start with all the agility, start with everything, with all the money, put in everything, but they find themselves falling off the way because they do not know the principles to apply. So it's never really a guarantee. You must know this. It's never really a guarantee. But with the right principles, we will stay afloat in the business industry. Now it says, technological and scientific advances shorten life cycles of products and services. It's very, very true. Now, before, we could go to the market. Normally, we have to go to the market to buy products. But now we have things like Gigi. We have things like Jumia, Konga, which means that you stay from your house and you order. That alone is why it says technological and scientific advances shorten life cycles of products and services. So we need to keep up. Now it says business models change and new competitors appear from outside the industry. This is too true. Competitors are appearing from left, right, center in the real estate industry. And we must look for every way to stay afloat. Look for every way to stand out of that competition. Now it says to stand out from the competition, you need to develop skills to identify market opportunities that will help your business grow. Develop skills. Every day we are learning. Every day. So this is very, very key, and that is why we are here. That's why we are here. So it says, while there are numerous opportunities out there, not all are worth investing in. Is that true or not? Not all are worth investing in. So, but this class now is to now know the opportunities you will go all out for, the one you invest your energy in. That's what this class is for. Now it says, to avoid overwhelming yourself with the wrong type of marketing venture, it is essential to take some time to assess your strategy and establish a framework for evaluating marketing opportunities. You see that? This now is just give us an understanding of what we are about to go into. Now let's move on. Now, first, let's start by defining market opportunity. Market opportunity. What comes to mind when you hear this? Now, if you look at how the market works, you see that every single market out there knows who they're trying to attract. Every single market out there knows who they're trying to attract. They know the class of people they want, the type of people they want, what they do, their lifestyle. They all know what they want. Before they even launch any product, they will first of all determine the opportunities that this particular product will bring. So it says, market opportunity is the projected potential size of your market and sales. Projected potential size of your market and sales for every single product. For every single product, there is a projected potential size of your market and sales. And that is what you, as a business person, must determine. Now it says, this means you need to estimate how many consumers or businesses belong to your target market. How many consumers or businesses belong to your target market? Now we are selling land in Enugu and Asaba. If you are to talk about the type of consumers and businesses that belong to our target market, who are we going to look out for majorly? Is the Igbo people. Why? Because that is where the region is, in the east. Do you understand? Now, that is just streamlining, the type of people that belong to our target market. First, that's the first category of people we're going to look at. Now, it says, as well as how much potential sales you could make from that market. Knowing the best market opportunity to invest your time in begins with engaging the method of market research and opportunity analysis. Many people are going into businesses, many people are selling products without market research, without opportunity analysis. And we might not understand how important this thing is until we find ourselves doing trial and error. But that is why so many businessmen out there have taken their time to do this trial and error, and they've already set down principles for us to learn from. But it depends on how we are searching. It depends on how we are learning, So these two things are what we're going to be looking at properly today: market research and opportunity analysis. Now, before I continue, how many of us here has done a market research based on your product, based on whatever I said? How many of us has done market research? Now, you see that? Now, the thing is, now we are saying that every day you should prospect. Every day you should prospect. But do you know that you can decide that, today as I'm going out there, I'm not going to talk to anybody, come and buy land. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out there to educate people. I'm going to go out there to find out the type of people that are most suitable for my business. This thing is all about enjoying what you are doing. Because when you enjoy what you're doing, you just go out there and you decide, okay, I want to talk to somebody. And then you just ask the person, why wouldn't you want to invest in land? Why would you want to invest in land? And why would you not want to invest in land? All these are questions that we can still go out there to ask people to know how profitable your business is and how people would want and need it. Do you understand me? Are we following? Yes. Now, market research and opportunity analysis. We're going to be looking at that now. Now, this is just briefing of what market research is. He said, collecting data from various channels on the target market. Collecting data from various channels. Our markets, you see, our target markets, they're everywhere in this Lagos. They're everywhere in this Lagos. But if you do not know where to look, honestly, you will keep on going to different places, spreading flyers, and then the energy will just be dissipating. The energy is just losing, and you're not getting any results. So that is why we must understand that we must concentrate our efforts on a certain people that we're looking out for. Now, opportunity analysis says using data. That's this data analysis that you've gotten now from after your market research, after going out there to ask people what kind of lands they want to buy, why they will not want to buy land. You know, there was something he said, there was something Mr. MG said about pain points. That thing is very, very key, because the reason why many people will not want to buy your product is because of the pain point. Is that pain point? And if only you can decide that I'm not going to talk about my product, all you're going to face today is your pain points. Because there's a way you can sit down with that potential client, talk about the pain points, educate the person, and the person will look out for you next time. The person will say, oh, this person actually educated me. I look out for your product. That's something we must learn to do from today. That if you're going out there, don't have it in mind fully that I want to just go and sell my product. See, I want to go out there and educate somebody, because many people are out there. They are either ignorant of what's happening in the real estate industry, or they are falling victim. So it's to find those that are falling victim and ask them, okay, if you did it like this and you fell victim, I can profile a way for you that you will not have to fall victim to all this scam anymore. Do you understand? Okay, now let's move forward. What is market research? Now, all of this is long grammar, because I'm sure we already know what market research is. I'm going to read that for us. It said, market research is defined as the process of evaluating the feasibility of a product or service through research conducted directly with potential consumers. This method allows organizations or businesses to discover their target market, collect and document opinions, and make informed decisions. You see these opinions is what determines whether a person will buy your product or not. These opinions. Everybody has an opinion on the real estate industry. Everybody has an opinion on even your product. You know, I was talking to somebody about the land at Asaba. And the man said, oh, he knows that place is not secure. This and that. Now, I'm not even in Asaba to even know that place enough. But you see somebody's opinion. If I do not now know what to say to counter his opinion, how do I want to convince him to sell? Do you see that? You see how people form opinion around things. And if you do not have the right thing to say to counter that person's opinion, you won't be able to achieve what you went there for. Now, it says the process of market research can be done through deploying surveys, interacting with a group of people, conducting interviews, and other similar processes. The primary purpose of conducting market research is to understand or examine the market associated with a particular product or service, so as to determine what are the feature priorities or service requirements of customers. Now, you see one thing about this opinion. These opinions what people have will make you know the feature priorities that they need in your service. Do we get that? So now we can now see how a market research can be done. So from today, we need to decide that we must pick a day to do market research, because it goes a long way in building businesses. It goes a long way. Now, we must decide that we either pick one of these. We either deploy a survey or interact with a group of people. This interaction with a group of people really helps. It really does help. It really does help. Interacting with the group of people and asking them, what do they think about the real estate industry? Yes. What do they think about lands in the East? What do they think about that? What are their pain points? Have they been victims of a scam before? Do they know somebody that has been a victim before? We must decide that we should do this, because it's also part of our business. You see, business professionals will tell you that market research is very important. They will let you know it is very, very important. So it's something that we almost decide to engage in. Now, let's move on. Opportunity analysis. This now is just the very, very major one. Now, after doing market research, the opportunity analysis is what we're now going to sit down to examine. Now, what does it say? It says, opportunity analysis is the systematic examination and evaluation of external environments in order to identify market acceptance, needs, desire for, and economic factors in the creation of a new product or expansion of existing products and the profitability. Now, from this, we have now recommended a good framework for carrying out opportunity analysis. And this is the framework, the SWOT analysis. The SWOT analysis. S is for strength, W, weakness, O, opportunities, and T, threats. Now, we can see what it looks like here. Doing the SWOT analysis will help you know the opportunities that are in your products. You will know the strength. By the time you, after doing your market research, after talking to people, and you come back to do the analysis, you now know what's the strength of your product that you're selling. What's the weakness of that product? Based on after talking to people, what's the weakness that you can spot? And what are the opportunities in right there? These threats now are those competitors that you know that they have an advantage over you. Now, you know why you have to do this? Because after doing your market research, I know you can people that you're looking out for. You go out there and you know how to pitch exactly what they want. Don't forget, we have said market acceptance, needs, and the desire for your product. The market acceptance of your product, the need for your product, and the desire for your product. That's what this analysis will help you find out. It's also very necessary because even creating contact and communicating with people is also what helps you build network. So it's something we'll have to engage in. This SWOT analysis. You can see now for the strength, it is helpful to achieving the objective. The weakness is harmful to achieving the objective. You can see that. So by the time we can know this, we will know how we are pitching it out. We will know the things to say to them. We will know how to organize our offer. That is what this SWOT analysis is for. Now, let's move forward. Now, after looking at market research, opportunity analysis, what we are going to be looking at now is identifying and utilizing market opportunity. You've done your market research, you've done your SWOT analysis. Now, you should now know how to identify and utilize it. It says, market can be a delicate thing, fluctuating as frequently as they do. The occurrence of an opportunity cannot be planned as much as we wish it could be. Is that true or not? The occurrence of an opportunity cannot be planned. It cannot be planned. Yes. But your preparation will determine how you utilize that opportunity. That is it. Now it says, ideally, you should be analyzing and evaluating market opportunities regularly. Now, here are 5 ways to find and seize a market opportunity. Number 1, identify a large profitable market. Identify a large profitable market. Now, here are a few things we must consider. First, the market size. How many potential customers are available? Wherever it is you are going out to talk to people, how many potential customers are available there? This is something that we must consider. Now, I'm sure in our minds we know this, but we are not able to just structure it to know how we can go out there to find those people that we need. The second one is profitability. Are your potential customers willing and able to spend on your products and services? This thing will help us so that we don't just go about talking to random people. The person you are talking to, can they pay for your product? Is their business able enough to pay for your product? Now, potential growth. Are there signs or studies that the size of the market will grow, stay relatively static, or decrease? These are 3 things we must consider when identifying a large and profitable market: the market size, the profitability, and potential growth. Very key things. Now, the next one is brainstorm your offer. Brainstorm your offer. Brainstorm your offer. After going through the flyer and knowing everything that we do, knowing all our terms and conditions, think about it properly. What are you offering people? What value are you giving them? What solution are you providing to them? Now it says, now that you figured out the size and profitability of your target market, it's time to craft offers for them. This helps in determining your unique selling proposition so as to stand out of the competition. I will always remember, since the day Mr. Dixon gave that his testimony of closing his first deal, on how he applied consultative marketing. How he said just enter the shop and then saw her business. complementing our business. Okay, your business is nice and everything, but do you have this? Do you have this? When this happens, can you make up for it? Whatever loss me, can you make up for it? Do you have an asset? Do you have all those questions you asked the person? What he did was he painted the person's problems to him, like, see your problems. See your problems. You know, I saw something. They said to really market a product, you let the person know the problem if the person does not get your product. Tell the person, this is the problem you have. And that's what Mr. Dixon did that time. Told the person, this is the problem you have if you do not have this product. So that is it. That is it. Crafting your offer. That is the way of crafting your offer. You know, you see, if you look at insurance people would, if they want to sell their package to you, they will tell you, will paint all the bad things that can happen to you if you don't have an insurance policy. They can tell you your shop can burn tomorrow. What would you do? Do you have insurance cover for it? No. They will tell you all the problems. Tomorrow now, your car now can crash. Do you have insurance for it? No. That's because they want you to know that if you do not have this product, these are the problems that you are bound to face. So we should now try a new approach. That is meeting people and making them know that this is the problem you face if you do not have this product. If you do not have an asset like this, these are the problems you're going to face. Now, it says, here are some questions you've got to answer. What do you want to serve this specific? Why do you want to serve this specific market and not others? You must ask yourself that question. Since you'll be addressing why you think your target market is an attractive prospect, your answers to this question will give you an idea about what your unique selling proposition is. Don't forget, this is very key because it's your unique selling proposition that will make you stand out of the competition. That is just it. Your unique selling proposition. This is very, very key. And then we need to know that if you do not craft the offer properly, you won't spell out your unique selling proposition. If you do not craft the offer properly. So that's why you must know this. Now, the second question to ask yourself is, which of their needs do you want to address first? The need of a businessman or a businessman who is a bachelor is different from the need of a man who has a family. So by now knowing this, it will now give an idea on how to craft your offer and spell out your unique selling proposition to these two class of people, both the man who is a bachelor and a businessman and the family man who is a businessman. Don't forget, you must have this in mind, your unique selling proposition, because that's the way to craft the offers for them. Now, it says, identifying the primary problem you are trying to solve or the main desire you are trying to fulfill for your prospective customers. That is what we must pay attention to in the second question. Now, the third one says, if you were to craft a solution to this, what will it look like? What will it look like? Now, you will start brainstorming product and service ideas for your target customers. Doing your market opportunity analysis before generating ideas like this will help you to be more customer focused rather than product focused. So you see why you have to do your analysis, your opportunity analysis first before you now endeavor into any of all these things. It's still very, very key. So you can be more customer focused. More customer focused. That is it. Now, let's move forward. Evaluate your competition. Evaluate your competition. There are so many people that are selling lands in the East. So many people. Now, sometimes you can be going through your Instagram or going through your Facebook and you see some of all these advertisements. You check it out. What is it that this person might be offering that you're not offering? What's this person's unique selling proposition? That's what you ask yourself. Especially those ones out there that are selling. Now, it says, knowing the existing players in the market where you are competing or going to compete is important when evaluating opportunities. Relevant questions in this case are, what do their customers like about their product the most? That's your competitors now. What do the customers like more about their product? Ask that question. Second one is, what is their value proposition? The value they're giving for that product, is it matching with whatever it is they're offering? The third one is, what competitive advantage do we have over them? Very, very key. All these are key questions. But we must know that evaluating your competition is very, very, very key. There are so many people out there in the real estate industry. If we do not have the right advantage over them, we cannot stand out. We cannot stand out. Now, before we continue, I want to quickly give this testimony because this is also another testimony that I always think about as well. Now, you remember Primatech Plaza where C-Plat was before? Now, the person who supplies snacks is just right opposite. Now, she was telling me, the owner of the shop was telling me, of the cafe was telling me, she said, there was a day that a man just came in here. As a man just came there to just do normal work. And a C-Plat realtor just came in to just buy yogurt and something to just drink and eat. And then while he was drinking, the person that started there just said, okay, buy me my own now. Let me have my own. And the guy went ahead and then bought him his stuff, bought him everything. And then, not say right there and then, just got in the conversation, just started talking. And then he told the person about Vatican Garden Estate, told the person about the product. He said, do you know what that conversation led to? That person actually bought into that land. Do we see how opportunity is not planned? Did that man plan meeting that client there? No way. And then, but do you see how also little acts of kindness also open doorways? Imagine if you did not buy that drink, or maybe you said you don't have money. What would have happened? We cannot really say. But all these things are very, very key. We need to be prepared enough for opportunity. See the opportunity. If that guy was not prepared enough, he would miss out on it. That's a marvelous testimony that I still ask, who is that realtor? But I do not know that realtor. But it happened. So this is very, very key. We must be prepared enough for opportunity. But you should know that if we do not put ourselves in the right frame of mind, if we don't put ourselves out there for that opportunity, it will not find you. You must be prepared enough. And that's why all these things are necessary. If you're going about this business, there are a lot of things to consider. Market research and opportunity analysis is very, very key. That's just the truth. It's very, very key. So in every single day of the week, if at all we're saying we're going to be choosing certain days to prospect, we must choose a day to go to a new location, do market research, and come back home to do opportunity analysis. We must pick a day. It can be very interesting communicating with people and meeting different people. Do you know that you can even form a team with somebody and say, okay, let's wear C-Plat shirt today. And then you can actually just go, meet people, interview them, just randomly, interview them. You could, for instance, you could even get their contacts and follow them up. That's the funny thing. But there are different approaches. That's why I like what Coach Park said at the beginning of this year. There are so many things we can try. We just have to be creative and determined. That's what we just need as business people. So the key point is, please, we must prepare enough for the opportunities that are right ahead of us. Prepare enough. And that's why we're seeing all these things right now. Now, the next one is study environmental situation. Study environmental situation. It says, changes in the environment have influenced market opportunities over time. This is absolutely true. Absolutely true. And indirectly affect each of the factors that have been listed above. Environmental situation could also include technological development, government regulations, trade policies, social and cultural norms, and economic shifts. Study environmental situation. It's also what puts you ahead. It's also what gets you prepared. It's very, very key. Now, it says, now after doing all that, after doing everything that we have said now, it's time to now set your targets. Every company have their targets for the year, for the month. Every company has a target. So you set your targets. Now that you know the size and profitability of your market, as well as the offer you will make to that market, you can now set reasonable goals. This is actually what to help you set your goals. This will help you set more precise goals to help you know what you actually want for yourself. For this month, for this week, it will let you know what you want. Let me say this thing. There's a way you enjoy being a realtor. There's a way you enjoy being into real estate that you can bump into anybody and talk to the person about real estate. You can talk to the person about it, and then your mind is not that I want to sell. Your mind is just let me just educate this person. Thank you. Your mind is just, let me just educate this person. Let me just communicate to this person and know if my product is actually suitable for this person. That's what it's all about. Now, it says the goal to set at this stage is how many sales you can expect to make within a year. While you can expect to sell to 100% of the market, you can estimate your size of that pie. Ask yourself the following question. Is there a sub-segment of the market that you can corner right now? Is there a market that you have not visited right now that you know you can visit? What class of people have you not spoken to about this yet? Now, look all around. There are so many places that we can go to. There are so many places that we can corner right now. This could be the share of the market that's closer to your location or that you can reach more easily. You need to always ask yourself this question. Is there a market, a sub-segment of the market that I can corner right now? Right now. Now, the second question is, do you know any organizations that your target market belongs to? Now, the more organizations you've got access to, the bigger your chances of reaching out to potential customers in bulk. Do you know any organization that your target market belongs to? That's like choosing a particular business, a particular set of business people to go out for, because they all belong in an organization. And if you pick the organization, you have a chance to reach out to more people. These days, many people are actually going out there for organizations. They're going out there for organizations because they know that going out there, they have a chance of meeting more people. Even at the beach, funny enough, even at the beach is one place I know that has a lot of people. A lot of people. And everybody in the beach, like let's say 70% of people on the beach are in a good mood. Is that true or not? So they have the right state of mind to say you want to talk to them about your product or to educate them and get into a conversation with them. Now, that's just one idea. I just say, let me just pop. Now, it says, the third one is, do you know any individuals who already belongs to target markets? Or if you are targeting businesses, do you know any key decision makers? Do you know any key decision makers? Do you know that it's possible for a company, to actually say they want a land in the East? A company, they say they want to give their staff land in the East. My dad actually belonged to a company that actually bought land for everybody in the company in a particular location. So it is possible. It's possible that companies that could say, we want our staff to have land and want to buy land from, they can come and meet you. But that is if they know you, that's what you do. You can come and meet you and say, okay, what's this land they are selling? I want to put my company people to have this land. So that's why they're talking about meeting a whole organization, because you get to meet a bulk of people. That's an opportunity for people who sell land. Also, are very, very key things. Knowing individuals, knowing key decision makers, people who you know that they can give you this opportunity in bulk. Now, after all of that, after knowing all that, now creating avenues for market opportunity. Now it's time for us to create the avenues for it. Now, here are the ways. Partner with local businesses. Partner with local businesses. Now, it might not even necessarily be local businesses, but this partnership is also very, very important. But you know why they say local businesses? Because those ones, you have easy access to them. Local business, people are always trooping in. People are always coming into their businesses. There are pharmacies, there are cyber cafes, different people out there. But partnering with local businesses will give you access to more audience. And then that person, and it's in a way that person will say he can vouch for whatever it is you are selling. And then anybody coming in there, he can also even pitch out to the person, just as you support with whatever it is you know. So this is also another thing that we can do to create an avenue for the opportunity. Partnering with local businesses. So start thinking about people that you know that are around the area. People you know that you can even just give the flyer to them, or people that you can just stay in their business for a while. As people are coming in, you observe them. You observe these people. Observe them and know how you can pitch your offer to them. That's also something that we need to know. Partnering with local businesses. Now it says, use your local connections and partner with clothing boutiques, home decor showrooms, and coffee shops to promote listings. This home decor showroom is also another very good one, because it's still in line with what we are doing. Still in line. So we can you can ignite this partnership with them. They also, and making them know that that's the ones who you know that are not very close, you can make them know that they also have a percentage share in it by the time you are able to bring somebody in. And the second one is run paid social media promotions. This is another one that helps. It says social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram are great tools to get in touch with home buyers, promote your listings, and grow your brand. Your service offers can reach even more people with a paid promotion. This is another idea that we should try. Running paid promotions. Instagram, you can, even with 2,000 naira, you can run a paid promotion. Even with 2,000 naira. Just all about streamlining your audience, knowing the kind of audience you want to reach out to with your promotion. And that's how it works. Now, this third one, explore international markets. There's no reason that people abroad cannot buy Vatican Garden Estate too, because a lot of our clients are not in Nigeria. So we start asking ourselves, how did they get to know about Vatican Garden Estate? Must have been someone that got the word to them. So it's also a very viable market. The international market is also a very viable market. It's all about knowing somebody who is like a contact point for you. But let's not limit ourselves to just this national location alone. International markets are also viable enough. When a company operates in a mature or saturated market like the real estate industry, exploring other countries may lead to additional opportunities. We could also try that out as well. Like I said, many of our clients today are not from Nigeria. Many of them are abroad, but they have their lands. So it's a viable market. Now, leverage technological innovation. Technology has always been at the forefront of industrial advancement. That's why we had to talk about GG that last time, because that GG class was very, very important. It's very, very important. We need to keep up with technological advancement. Now, it says the key to finding a lucrative market opportunity with respect to technology is to either invent something new or find a use case for an existing piece of technology that has never been explored before. Leverage on technological innovation, very, very key. So these are the 4 good ways. These are 4 good ways to create avenues for market opportunity. At the end of the day, it depends on your own creativity. That's just the truth about this thing. It depends on your creativity and how you want to go about it. Because we can create avenues for the opportunity in different ways. But we should know that let's keep on thinking about this thing. What markets have I not yet explored? What ideas have I not yet tried out? If we have tried something today and we saw the result, can I try something different? All these are very, very necessary questions we should ask ourselves. Now, you see why I like this class. What I like is that it's very direct. Very direct. It's like a capsule, just like a capsule. A pill. When you're taking a pill, it just does what it's meant to do, straight up, as small as it is. That's how this class is. Just very straight to the point and pinpointing every single thing we need to know. So in conclusion, as our 5 tips have shown, garnering information is a crucial step to embracing opportunities for business growth. Garnering information of your clients, of your people that you want to reach out to. However, the real work is what you do with that knowledge. That's where the real work is. By digging deeper with a market opportunity analysis, it's going to be easier to carve out a piece of the market for your business. Decision making will be simpler and you'll be able to see a clear path for growing your business. So now, I really hope that I've been able to just drop in some very key information into our minds. Very, very key information. Because these are things that I'm telling you, if you can just try them out, market research and opportunity analysis is very, very key. It's very, very key. It goes a whole long way. So from today, let us choose a day in the week. Even if you have to prospect, let's choose a day in the week for market research. Let's choose a day. It's very, very key because that would even broaden our landscape. That will broaden our network. What we are doing. It's very, very key. So thank you all for listening. Do you have any questions? I would like to also do a recap. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? All right. Okay. Yes, that's the survey. If you notice, they said doing it through a survey. You can also do that. You can also do that. You can even do an online one as well. You can even send some to your contacts online to answer. You can also do hard copy and find out from them. That also helps. That's another good one. That's what that survey is about. So you can also use that. Yes. So another question. Yes. Yes. Yes, you can actually do that. It just depends on the amount of reach you want to get to. It all depends on the amount of reach. Yes, it's on Facebook. It just depends on the reach. But with 2,000 naira, you can run a paid promotion.
What ad would that go for? Because sometimes back when I tried a single, I had a single e-flyer
Okay.
that had 20 pages.
Okay.
Tried to run that, but I didn't succeed. People turned it down.
Okay, they didn't approve of it.
They charging me.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't know what's going on. I gave up.
You said you put different flyers. Is it
A single flyer.
a single flyer? Okay.
Because
Oh,
it had different properties. It's
most times when Facebook declines your adverts, they will tell you a reason why. There will always be a reason why. You have to be the one to check and find out what's the reason. You have to be the one to check. You know, that's how it is. So, but what I'm guessing is it could just be the amount of properties you put all at once. Most times, the best way to do it is to actually get the flyer and get the property, get the picture of the property and the flyer, even if it's just only one, and then do it for it. It might not have to be plenty at the same time. So that could have been why it was rejected. Is it clear? Okay. Yes. Yes, I understand. I understand. So is there another question? All right. So in absence of a question, now I want to ask. Well, first of all, let me do a very, very quick recap, just for those of us who just came. Now, the quick recap is that we're looking at qualified opportunity zones for marketing. Now, what we're looking at basically, majorly, is market research and opportunity analysis. That's what we're looking at majorly as a tool for building our business. This is the major thing we're really focusing on, you know. And then what it's talking about is going out there, doing the market research, finding those people that you know are qualified for your own products. That's how it is. And then if you look at this now is how to do opportunity analysis. But this now is a recommended framework, the SWOT analysis. Now, after doing market research, you can come back to analyze the strength of what you're selling, the weakness of what you're selling, the opportunities and the threats. That's why we have this SWOT analysis. It is necessary. This market research and opportunity analysis is very, very needed, and it contributes to business growth. And now, we went on to now say, to identify and utilize market opportunity, there are 5 things to do. Identify a large profitable market. Identify a large profitable market. And then these are the questions you ask yourself. Market size, the profitability, and potential growth. That's for the first one. That's because we are aware that the occurrence of an opportunity cannot be planned, but you have to prepare for it. That's why we're saying, first of all, identify a large profitable market. You brainstorm your offer, because brainstorming your offer will help you craft offers to them so as to sell your unique selling proposition, to put out there your unique selling proposition. That's why you have to brainstorm your offer. You think like you're in the person's shoes. That's how it is. And then, third one is evaluate your competition. Knowing what customers like about your competitor's product, knowing their own value proposition and the advantage they have over your own product. But let's not forget, all these things, we can't find out all these things if we don't do our SWOT analysis. We must be able to do it after doing our market research. And then the fourth one says, study environmental situation, and then set your targets. Set your targets, then go out there, and then know, is there a sub-segment of the market that you can corner right now? That's the question you ask yourself before setting your target. Do you know any organizations that your target market belongs to? That is, let's say your target markets are in let's say they populate a particular organization. If you know that organization and you know the person making the major decision, you can get your opportunity in bulk. If you know an organization of people that contain your target market, you can get them in bulk. That's what this person is telling us. And then, do you know individuals who already belong to your target market, or if you are targeting businesses, do you know any key decision makers? All these are still part of setting your targets. And then we now moved on to creating avenues for market opportunity, which is one, partnering with local businesses, running paid social media promotions, exploring international markets. There is really no limit. We also have people abroad that need land in the East. We have them abroad. And then leverage on technological innovations. And then that is it. So now with all this, I want to ask somebody right now that, have you gained something today that you know when you go home, you can implement? If you have, I want to know what you're going to do. And I really want somebody to give me an answer. Yes. Please, somebody. Okay.
Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
I believe I have learned a lot. I have been able to understand that, first of all, you should be able to understand the market that you want to go and then sell your product to. And I think that I would regard as market segmentation, that you look at the market and you are able to decide whether the people in that market can buy your product. But if I can just derail a little bit, I want to say I had an experience yesterday when I went to the market. There is somebody whom I had used as a selling point, you know. Each time I go to the market, I'll visit the person. I've spoken to him about real estate. Though he told me that he doesn't really have the capacity now. So yesterday, he now called me. And I went there, said there's something he wants to tell me. Said there's a brother of his who wants a piece of land. But he wants that land in Lagos. I've not yet met the brother. So I am trying to put forward persuasive arguments why an Igbo man at this point in time should buy land here in Lagos instead of in the East. I don't yet have those arguments. So I don't know whether I could be assisted with them, you see. Why somebody who is from the East at this time should want to buy land. Specifically, he said whether a Sherry area. A Sherry area. And he says he doesn't want land that is on mass land, you know, where there's a lot of water. And we have dry lands in the East. So why are you so particular in getting land in that and not in the East?
That's something that's very, very good question. What I would say is that understanding the needs of that client is very, very key. He now needs the land because
yes.
You might not be able to convince him otherwise. Not able to convince him because he also needs the land in Lagos. So if I want to advise you, right, I would say just be a part of the whole transaction process. Whether or not it is a liability somebody going to buy because
Yes.
But you must be a part of the transaction process so you can get your own game. That's what I would say. You can decide to get somebody who has the land in Lagos and sell to you. Not only to convince him, that's also true. But if you really want to make the money, you get somebody who sells the land in Lagos and the money gets to you. You guys put the business together.
Okay.
But what I'll tell you, don't sleep on that man. Don't think that maybe because you're not buying in this, let me just give you. You can still fully work and there's a way you can even link up someone who has a land in Lagos and then he can now later decide that okay, he wants land in this and he will not commit you.
Okay.
But just be a part of the transaction process. So you see.
Yeah. So that is what I have to say.
Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Personally, for me, today I have learned, and I'm taking home to go and implement the 4 ways of creating avenues for marketing opportunities. I haven't mentioned the 4 ways, and the 5th one is my personal exploit of possible avenue. As you said, we can as well think about any other way we know we can explore to get our clients or make our artists. The fifth one. It's not thought out now. It's certainly there are many ideas for the fifth one, but I have to go and list them out.
Thank you very much. I appreciate. So, would you like to? Okay.
Yeah, I learned a lot, especially in the aspect of market survey. That is in the area of research and opportunity analysis. So, in the aspect of analyzing your market after taking the surveys. So I also learned about the SWOT analysis. So the strength aspect, you have to know what you have that your competitors do not have. That forms your strength. Then you have to know the weaknesses. That is what you don't have that your competitors have. And also to learn from them on how to exploring your market devices to getting the sales you need. So talk about the opportunities, those areas you can explore in order to make your business viable. So we talk about the weaknesses. So you know what you don't have, your competitors have. So these are the areas that can be helpful to you as a marketer and the areas that can be harmful to you as a marketer. So this analysis has actually broadened my horizon in terms of the understanding of that aspect of marketing. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, and there's a concept you brought about, you studied early, which I didn't before now. I don't seem to accept or I never knew. But having said it, I think it sparked something in my head. And goes to you said opportunity is about timing. And I thought about it being so. I believe something you have to work. I believe opportunity is hard work. I have to work it out and it comes. So now, if this opportunity is timing, I think patience is involved too. And he equally said, cannot be planned. It can't plan opportunity. But your preparedness determines how best you handle it. Again, that sentence or that line really has sunk into my head.
I really appreciate all your contributions, and I'm really glad that at least I got listening ears. So thank you everyone once again for coming to CPLAT Virtuous Academy, and I hope to have you once again next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was great. I hope we did learn a lot from that, because me, I did. One thing I grabbed from this topic, from this teaching today, is also about making research. A particular group of person. We did that at a certain time. I think last year or last 2 years, we went to Market Storm at Trade Fair, and we're interviewing people the best places they would love to invest. Because it's many people, some people will say it's East, some people will say in Lagos. So most of the times, it's not really about, one thing people do most times is that they do wasted efforts. You brainstorm, package your flyer and all that, prepare yourself, and you go out there and then you're reaching out to the wrong audience. Wrong audience can make all your efforts fruitless. So most times, hide your flyer. Just go for a one-on-one talk. How are you doing? How's business? Okay, look, I'm into this kind of business. I'm into real estate. What would you love to invest? So when the person is telling you is Ibadan they want to invest in, go up, come down, is Ibadan they want to invest in, and you don't have strength for Ibadan, you don't even have any property there, that means that's just tell the person, okay, I actually have products somewhere else. I wish you would have loved to invest in this area. Thank you so much for your time. And that is it. Because most of the times we'll end up going there, preaching, teaching, doing a lot. And before you know it, you discover that the person is telling you, no, I don't have interest in that area. So most times, making your market research can enable you to market easily. You see somebody tell you, I would love to go to Enugu. I think that place, for instance, now we are moving to Abakaliki very soon and to Anambra. Someone might tell you, I would love to move to this particular area, and you have the product. You'll be like, wow, if that's the case, I have the product then. So we have to invest, or should we keep in touch? And before you know it, you're making sense and you're making sense. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much for joining us again today. People online will get back to your review. I hope you are connecting with us. Now, there's something we'll do real quickly before we end this class for today. I keep saying this. I think last week I also mentioned it, that at Seplat Profile Limited, we are, they call us, on that name you can, on that name they know us with is your investment house. And then another name I add to that name is actually your rice depot. So if you want to do a rice business in this industry, you want to start selling rice, you connect to us, and then we'll supply rice to you, and you go and sell the rice and also make your money. The only condition to the rice, if you give the rice for free of charge, the only condition to the rice is just sell one plot of land, and we'll give you one bag of rice. So today we also have another person who was opportune to have a bag of rice today. We're giving out a bag of rice again today, and we've already given us to this person before. I think last year or last 2 years, we gave him 2 bags of rice there at our former office. And today again, he's a winner for 1 bag of rice. Okay, so I don't know the person, but I would love us with a clapping ovation to welcome the person to introduce himself to us. So when the person comes up, we'll now tell the person to take over. So let's bring out the bag of rice. So the person should come up as we are clapping. Oh, it's even you. Wow. Thank you, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome. So we have your bag of rice here, as you can see. We're giving out another one today. So just introduce yourself to us, sir. Let's.
Amen. I want to use this opportunity to thank Seplat again. Okay, my name is Raphael Anike. I'm a rector in this platform, Seplat. And by His grace, God has been faithful. He has never failed me. That each time I go out for marketing, I get a positive response. Though it might not come immediate, but constant follow-up will make it work out.
Before you continue, sir.
Okay.
So, Mr. Raphael, on behalf of Seplat Profile Limited, the MD, the management, and the staff, and all the realtors, Vatican Garden Estate billionaires in Enugu, Asaba, and Lagos, will present this wonderful bag of rice to you as a sign that you sold 1 plot of land. Also, take note that it is not just it's not the commission for selling 1 bag of rice. It's just an incentive, a kind of giveaway prize. We also have your commission being paid and all that, everything attached to you selling 1 plot of land. You also get all those things. This is just keep it in your kitchen if you want to keep it and just be eating. I mean, oh, I sold 1 plot of land. Yes. And if you want to sell it, you sell it. Just come back again, and we'll give you another one. So thank you so much. Congratulations. So now I'll give you a vote of thanks for us.
I want to use this opportunity once again to thank the management of Seplat Profile, because they never go back in their words. They never go back. What they say is what they do. So I want to thank them again for giving me the opportunity to have this incentive again. And I know that with God on my side, I'll continue to have this incentive. I'll come back again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I don't have problems for him once again. So we'll drop it for you. Just a quick interview in the studio, and then you are good to go. I'll drop your rest for you. All right. Let's just leave it here. As a point of contact to everybody here who is wishing something like this, record that. People, wherever you are, last week, I think I was watching the video of Mr. Charles, and when he was talking about his own, and one thing he said is all about consistency. You understand? Mr. Raphael said something here. He said that most of the times it's not as if it's coming immediately you are marketing. These things are investments you are making, and you keep it, follow up with the clients. So if you're out there, you're thinking of what to do, you're looking for a job, this is a great platform for you. A great platform where you can make money. Just come around, register with us. Many companies are still charging huge amount of money to register them. But here we are still doing it for free. Register with us. We'll train you, equip you on how you can market our product, on how you can make sales and become somebody useful in the society, and also have something like this in your household. So thank you so much. Stay tuned with us. So as a part of contact to everybody out there, Enugu, Asaba, people online, wherever you are, we decree to you and we declare to you that you will also get this in the name of Jesus. Amen. You are the next in line to make a sale in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. All right.